Buddha had a disciple named Shon, a prince who renounced his royal privileges to follow the master's teachings. This story illustrates Shon's journey towards awareness, self-observation, and inner transformation through meditation on thoughts. On the first day of his life as a monk, Buddha told Shon, "Until yesterday, you were a prince. Today you are a monk. You do not yet know how to beg for alms. Therefore, I have asked Shika, one of my female disciples, to host and feed you until you have learned." Shon, who had always lived in luxury, now faced a completely different reality. He went to Shika's house, located 2 miles away. As he walked, he felt sad at the thought of giving up his favorite foods and accepting whatever was offered. Nevertheless, he was determined to follow Buddha's instructions. When Shon arrived at Shika's house, he was surprised to find his favorite foods on his plate. He thought it was a coincidence, but ate silently, grateful for the meal. After eating, Shon thought he should rest before continuing his journey back. As he was reflecting on this, Shika said, "Oh monk, if you rest a bit after the meal, I would be very pleased." Once again, Shon was surprised that Shika had understood his thoughts without him saying anything. He decided to lie down, but as he did, he thought, "Today I have neither a roof nor a bed. The sky is my roof and the earth is my bed." Immediately, Shika said, "Oh monk, everyone comes here empty-handed and leaves empty-handed. There is no bed better than the earth and no roof greater than the sky." At this point, Shon could no longer believe it was just a coincidence. He sat up and asked Shika if she could read his thoughts. She replied that she could. Alarmed, Shon got up and said, "I must leave now. Please let me go." Shika tried to reassure him, but he insisted and quickly returned to Buddha, explaining that he no longer wanted to go to Shika's house because she could read his thoughts, which made him very uncomfortable. Buddha listened and replied, "You must continue to go there until I tell you otherwise. It may take 2 months or even 2 years. You must learn to observe your thoughts and not be overwhelmed by them." The next day, Shon returned to Shika's house. As he walked, he observed his mind and became increasingly aware of each thought and desire. Climbing the stairs of the house, he noticed his mind becoming calmer and emptier of thoughts. He entered the house completely present and aware, ate silently, and left feeling alive and joyful. Returning to Buddha, Shon recounted his experience. Buddha told him, "I sent you there precisely for this reason. The way to neutralize thoughts is to become fully aware of them. The more aware you are of your thoughts, the less power they will have over your mind. Now live as if your thoughts were read by everyone." Reflecting on our lives, we often are not aware of the constant flow of thoughts passing through our minds. When we do not pay attention to what is happening in our minds, we can be overwhelmed by thoughts, leading to anxiety and stress. But if we learn to observe our thoughts impartially, we can calm the mind and find peace and awareness. This story teaches us the importance of being aware of our thoughts and not letting them overwhelm us. Through the practice of meditation and thought observation, we can live a more peaceful and aware life, facing challenges with a stable and serene mind. Buddha further explained that being aware of thoughts does not mean repressing them, but simply observing them without judgment. This practice helps to diminish their power and influence over our mind, leading to greater serenity and mental clarity. Shon learned that true freedom does not consist in escaping from thoughts, but in understanding and accepting them as part of one's experience. Over time, Shon became increasingly skilled in observing thoughts. Every time he returned to Shika's house, he noticed a gradual improvement in his ability to remain present and aware. He was no longer disturbed by Shika reading his thoughts. Instead, he began to see this as an opportunity for spiritual growth. Shika, for her part, continued to assist him with kindness and respect, providing a safe environment in which he could practice self-observation. Imagine being in Shon's place, knowing that the person in front of you can read your thoughts. How would you react? Would you feel comfortable letting your thoughts flow freely? You would likely start paying more attention to each thought as it arises. This increased awareness naturally leads to a calmer and more serene mind. When the mind calms down, thoughts begin to fade, along with the desires and worries that often trouble us. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. The story of Shon and Buddha invites us to reflect on our lives and our thoughts. It teaches us that through constant practice of awareness and meditation, we can learn to live more peacefully and centered, facing life's challenges with a stable and composed mind. This practice not only reduces mental noise, but also allows us to find a deeper sense of self-awareness and inner peace. In this way, we can live each moment with gratitude and serenity, aware of the transformative power of mindful awareness. I wish you to live in peace forever, and I always look forward to seeing you here on the channel, The Secret of Samadhi. See you soon.